Hello, my friends. I'm here. It is officially summertime. That means I've got dogs and kids at home. That means I'm probably going to get interrupted here at some point, so maybe or maybe not that won't happen. Hey guys, hello. The dogs are obviously already interrupting me. You'll see that I'm in a bathing suit with a cover up on. That's because as soon as we're done, we're going swimming. So today's gonna be really fast and furious. I mean, it's always fast and furious, but we have some super amazing questions that came in this week, and I legit cannot wait to answer them. But as usual, it's a lot of content. So I'm going to tell you where we're going today so that you know what's coming, and if something sounds interesting to you, you can make sure to stick around. But before I get into telling you what all the questions are, hi. I'm Sabrina Gebhardt. I'm a lifestyle photographer of more than 10 years. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I do families and newborns, and I'm an educator, and I'm so glad you're here. If you are listening to this today and you think it is super helpful and it could be valuable to some of your other photographer friends, please share it. Either share it to your Insta stories and tag me, or just send it in a DM to a friend. I appreciate your support. I want to get these answers out to as many people as I can help, right? We have so many good things to talk about today. It is gonna be awesome. If you are new here and you didn't know, I prepare for our time together, so it is really, really content heavy. I don't just do this on the fly. I mean, I could, but I wanna make sure to get you as solid of answers and information as possible. So I take notes. So if I'm looking down, it's because I've got my little notebook here. I wanna make sure to kind of get through all of my talking points as possible. So we are starting at the top with social media while on vacation. How do you manage Instagram when you are gone? So there's 3 things I have to say about that. Number 1, schedule whatever you can ahead of time. This is when those planning apps like Later or Planoly, there's a million of them, Tailwind, Plan, I mean, there's a zillion, there's literally so many. Pick what works for you and do that. Schedule what you can, because it is nice to have things popping up into your social media feed while you're gone, right? Have them set to automatically post so that you don't even have to think about it. Like, it's done, it's taken care of. Whether it's client sneak peeks or just kind of popping into a feed, schedule what you can. So if you're only gonna be gone for like a week, you could easily schedule like 3 posts before you leave, and that's no big deal, right? But let's say you're taking a really long trip. What if you're traveling for the entire summer? Or what if you're taking a sabbatical? If you're going to be gone for a really long time, maybe just aim to have 1 post per week scheduled, just so something fresh is popping up, okay? So schedule what you can. Number 2, if it's your jam to like share things in Instagram stories, do that while you're traveling, but make it about your fun travel experiences and take the pressure off. This is not marketing. This is not booking sessions. This is not launching things. This is not any of that. This is fun, right? Like what you and your fam are doing on vacation, whether it's, the places you went that day, or the scenery, or if you're really into homes and you're staying in cool Airbnbs, you could show that off. If you're really into food, you could show off all the places that you're eating. Just make it fun, right? Like just show up in Insta stories and you're still there and you're still alive, but people obviously know that you're on vacation, and have fun with it. But the 3rd thing I want to tell you, and this is the big one, obviously there's a dog back there. This is the big one. Give yourself grace to do neither. You're going on vacation. You deserve a vacation. Everybody takes vacation. If you want to set up posts ahead of time to go live while you're on vacation, great, do that. If it's too hectic getting out the door and you don't get to it, don't even think twice about it while you're gone. Social media will still be here when you get back, okay? The same thing goes for Insta stories. If you love to do Insta stories, then do them while you're gone, but no pressure, okay? No pressure to share so much every day or whatever. But if you're not really into Insta stories, don't do them. Like at the end of the day, social media is supposed to be fun. Yes, we use it to market our business. Yes, we use it to promote things and to sell things and to connect with our ideal clients, but it's fun. And if you need to step away and go on vacation and literally not look at the Instagram app, then 100% by all means do that. And then come back refreshed and dive back in. So those are my 3 tips for managing social media while you are on a vacation, okay? Again, schedule what you can, do Insta stories for fun, but give yourself grace to do one or the other or neither, okay? So next question, as a mom, do you have recs for balancing summer and work responsibilities? So who's a mom? Who's a mom that now has kids at home for the summer and is trying to figure out how the heck they're gonna work? Give me, raise some hands in the comments and let me know. This is such a huge topic. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I have been in business for more than 10 years now, so this is my 10th summer as a mom and an entrepreneur. It's really hard. It's still really, really hard. I feel like the summer always starts with the best of intentions, and then it's like a hot mess crawling to the first day of school, right? But here are the suggestions I have for you. Hey, Jess. So if you are a mom and you want recommendations balancing summer fun and being a mom and being present, but also you gotta work. You gotta keep the doors open, right? You've got clients waiting on you and sessions that you're shooting. Here's the 4 things that I would recommend you do. Number 1, I want you to explain to your clients ahead of time what's going on. Literally be honest with them. If you are a family photographer or a newborn photographer, your clients are parents. They probably understand the struggle is real. So literally, whether it's just, a mass email to your email list or a newsletter or whatever, if you look back in my feed later when we're done, I did a reel, an Instagram reel about it, and then I shared that reel in my newsletter. But basically, I'm just telling them, hey, it's summer. I've got kids home, we are traveling, things are gonna get a little crazy. My turnaround time is gonna be a little longer than normal. That goes for email response, that goes for text message response, that goes for session delivery, all the things. It's just, we're going into slow motion here. I need you to understand that. And here's the thing, when you tell them that up front, when you lay out that expectation, number 1, they're probably going to applaud you because again, a lot of them are probably moms and understand. But number 2, you've told them up front, so you're not disappointing them. You're setting that standard up front that, you know what, my turnaround time's normally 2 weeks, but it's gonna be 3 or 4 in the summer. As long as you lay that groundwork ahead of time, you're good, you're good. So number 2, I want you to book way less sessions, okay? So we always tend to say, and I say we, me included, it's easy to think that you're gonna have the same amount of work time, like on paper, that you do in the school year, but it never quite pans out that way. Whether it's the last minute invite to a water park or a last minute spur of the moment vacation that got planned or a play date or a rainy day where you guys just need to be home, whatever it is, stuff always comes up in the summer. So I know you're probably booked right now for the next few weeks, but going forward, if you are not completely booked through the summer, I want you to book way less, pull way back, just to give yourself more wiggle room in your calendar, okay? Because if you're stressed out by the amount you're working, you're not gonna be any fun to your kids, you're not gonna have any time to do fun things, you're gonna be glued to your computer, and it's gonna be miserable, okay? And you're gonna have all this mom guilt, right? So the third thing is I want you to set firm work hours. I know you've heard this before, this is not rocket science, but they need to be different than they are during the school year, again, because you have people home. You have people home, there's a lot of moving parts. You need to set limited work hours. So whether that means you have a sitter or a nanny, or you put your kids in camps, or you schedule play date trade-offs with friends, whatever it is, I don't care. Maybe it's screen time. Maybe you let your kids have 2 hours of screen time every morning. Whatever it is, you do you, but you set firm work hours and just know that whatever doesn't get done in that limited amount of time, you need to give yourself grace to walk away when your work hours are over and be with your kids and be with yourself. If you need to go read a book outside, if you want to go walk the dogs, if you want to go to the pool, whatever it is, give yourself grace to be done for the day. Your list didn't get done. There's no way it got done. Mine never gets done. I get the priorities done, and oftentimes that's it. Oftentimes I don't even get any further. But I am giving myself grace to walk away and say, that's it for today. Maybe you get lucky and you get another hour squeezed in at the end of the day while people are watching a movie on the couch. But don't plan on that, okay? So book way less sessions so that you have more margin on your calendar for fun time and being mom. Number 2, set firm work hours, with whether you have a sitter, a nanny, camps, screen time, whatever it is. Be okay with not getting it all done, okay? And before you do any of that, you're gonna lay out those expectations with your clients that things are going to be moving a little slower during the summer because I'm being a mom. I hope you'll support me in that, and they will. Okay, so those are the 4 tips I have for the question, as a mom, what recommendations do you have for balancing summer and work responsibilities? So question number 3, when should I start advertising my fall sessions? So here's the thing. There is no right or wrong answer. A lot of it's going to depend on seasonality, like where do you live and when does fall start for you, okay? In Texas, where I am, we do fall, and I'm putting air quotes because we don't really get a fall. It stays real hot until, mid-October, and then it gets cold real fast. But we do fall sessions with air quotes, really all of September, all of October, part of November. Some photographers do it a little bit earlier, some do it a little bit later, but we have a pretty big fall season. But if you're in the Northeast and everybody wants, the color change of the leaves, your fall season might be really small, okay? And it may not be until the first week in October. So it depends seasonality a little bit, but here's what I want you to know. I want you to start advertising them whenever you can be intentional with your advertising, okay? So the wrong answer is, oh, I see everybody around me starting to talk about mini sessions. I'm just going to slap my information out there and say they're open for booking and here we go. That is not what I want you to do. I want you to have a plan put in place for when are you shooting? What are you going to be charging? How many sessions can you take? What kinds of locations are they going to be? I want you to sync up with your calendar. And then I want you to back into a marketing plan. This is not just a throw up an Instagram post and think you're going to book out for fall. No, this is multiple emails timed out over a certain amount of time. This is multiple social media posts. This is a process. So if you feel like the time is now, great. If you feel like you can get everything in place to launch August 1st, great. September 1st, great. It's whatever you can do that is intentional for you, okay? Just so you know, my sessions, my fall stuff opened today. It actually opened today for booking, which is crazy. It is July 1st, okay? We are in the middle of summer, but I have intentionally planned them. I have been leading into marketing emails. I have been talking about it on social media. So I have been preparing and educating my people. And my fall sessions start at the end of August. So it's not really that early for me. It's the end of next month and I start going into fall. So the answer is whenever, as long as you have intentionally planned for it, okay? We talked about managing social media while on vacation. We talked about, as a mom, what recommendations for balancing summer fun and work. And then we just talked about when should I start advertising fall. If you caught this on the replay, please ask questions if you've got them or send me a DM. If you thought today's chat was super helpful, please share it to your Insta stories and tag me or just send it in a DM to your photog besties. That's cool too. Natasha and Kara are saying it's amazing and worth so much more than the price. Thank you guys. That's all I've got today. Again, I'm in my bathing suit. We're going to the pool. Like I said earlier, my work duties for today are done. And did I get a whole lot done? No, but I am going to give myself grace about it and I'm gonna go be a mom and do some piano lessons and swimming and puzzling and all those good things. I will see you guys next time. Bye, you guys.